Hey everybody, J.R. Raymond back again at the TurboTech Training Center in Chesterfield, Michigan. We just got done watching Bill O'Neill win his 10th title and become Hall of Fame eligible using a Columbia 300 Chaos. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna teach you how to drill a bowling ball. Stay tuned. All right, so today we're gonna drill a ball. We're gonna drill a Columbia 300 Chaos. All right, so obviously you already have your press. Obviously you have everything set up. You have your drill bits, you have everything you need. You got your ProSec quarter scale from Turbo. You have your drill sheet with everything on it, all your specs, everything you need to know. And you have a pencil, a wax pencil of some sort to draw your lines. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use dual angles. I'm a big fan of dual angles because it allows me to repeat patterns, repeat layouts that I want to use from ball to ball. And I want the exact same thing rather than trying to guess on inches and all that stuff. So we're going to use dual angles. First thing we need to do is we need to set it up. We're going to drill from 0 all the way down through. If this ball had a mass bias, we would go from pin to the mass bias. Because this ball is symmetrical, it does not have a mass bias, so we're going to go from pin through the CG and straight down to the end of the ProSec. So this will give us our first starting line. Okay. Now you're going to set this dot up, the very 0, right up on the pin itself, all the way down, and line it up all the way with the line. Okay, with your first line. The first angle we're going to do is this is going to determine whether the ball is going to be early rolling or later rolling. Okay, so somewhere between 10 degrees and 80 degrees. You can even go even higher than 80 degrees if you want. Depends on what you're really looking for. I do have some in the 120, 125 degrees, which is a little bit more difficult to get to. But for this, we know watching Bill on the PBA show that this ball is pretty smooth and pretty predictable. Not too strong. So we kind of want to go somewhere in the middle. I'm going to do something like, and maybe a little higher, make it even smoother. Let's go 55. So you make a mark at 55 degrees. Okay. Now we're going to draw a straight line through your pin, through that mark you just made all the way down. Okay. So now you have your second line. Now what we need to do is determine how much flare we want the ball to have. How much do we want the ball to really pick up its roll? So we're going to go here. Start at 0, put the ProSec rate at 0 there, so you can see, and mark it over. I want it to flare quite a bit, but not max. So let's go like 4 1/4. Make a mark at 4 1/4. Now you're going to put the 0 right back on that mark you just made, with the top of the ProSec going towards the pen. Okay. So now the next mark we need to make is going to be our VAL angle. So this is going to determine how sharp the motion is going to be down lane. So the closer to 10 degrees we go, the sharper down lane it's going to be. The closer to 80 degrees we go, the smoother reaction we're going to get down lane. We want this to stay fairly smooth, but not too smooth. So let's go with 45. Make a mark there. Now all you're going to do is with that mark you just made before and the new mark you just made here, you're going to set your pencil up there and you're going to draw a straight line straight through. This is your VAL, your vertical axis line. Okay. This cross that comes here, this actually marks your positive axis. So this right here would be your positive axis point. Okay. So now my positive axis is 4 7/8 inches by 1 3/8 inches up. So because my positive axis is up, I need to make a mark down that same distance. So I'm 1 3/8 inches, so right here would be the start. Line your ProSec up straight across that VAL line with that mark and draw it all the way over. So I'm 4 7/8, so I'm going to mark it at 4 7/8. From there, and now we have our center line. So this right here, our holes are going to go right here, and that's going to create that layout we just determined we wanted to drill. So now all you do is you just scribe it, you make your marks, and you get it ready for the press. All right, here we go. Columbia 300 Chaos. Drilled to be early, strong, yet smooth and predictable. Much like what Bill had on the PBA show this weekend. Let's see what we got. I'd say that works.